Hello everyone, welcome back to our English learning session today. I hope you are well and ready to learn. Our topic today is very interesting because we will learn how to describe people. Describing people is a very useful skill in everyday conversation. We can talk about our friends, our family, or even people we just met, or probably our idol or your favorite person. Well, by the end of this session, you are expected to be able to identify vocabulary related to physical appearance and personality traits, and then use adjective in simple descriptive sentences. And next, describe people orally, and finally, answer the question related to describe or description of people. And to begin, take a moment to think. If you had to describe your best friend in just one word, what word would you choose? Maybe kind, smart, or tall. Words like these are examples of adjective, which we will learn more about today. Alright, let's start with the core of describing people, adjectives. Adjectives are words that provide more information about a noun, which in this case is a person. In this context, adjectives will help us explain how someone looks or what their personality is like. We will divide this vocabulary into two main categories. The first one is physical appearance, and the second is personality traits. Let's begin with the physical appearance. Listen carefully and try to imagine what I'm describing. And for height, there's a tall and short, and for hair, there's straight hair, curly hair, and wavy hair. And for hair color, there are black hair, brown hair, and blonde hair. And for eyes, there are blue eyes, brown eyes, and black eyes. And now, try to imagine someone who is tall with curly brown hair and brown eyes. Can you picture them? And let's talk about personality traits. These describe how someone acts or behaves. For example, like kind, smart, funny, friendly, and shy. And try to imagine your friend who is very funny and friendly. It must be fun to be around them, right? How do you use this adjective in sentences? There are two basic patterns we will often use. The first pattern is using is or are, or we always say to be. This is to describe a person's condition or quality. For example, like she is tall, he is kind, and for plural, they are smart. And the second pattern, we using has or have, or we always say to have. This is to describe positions such as eye color or hair type. For example, she has curly hair, he has blue eyes, and for plural, they have long hair. So, from the explanation, you can describe your friends or your partner like she is tall, he has black skin, he has blue eyes, or they have curly hair, for example, like that. Okay. Okay, good. Now let's practice hands-on. I'm going to ask you to imagine someone and you will try to describe them using the adjective and sentence patterns we have learned. This is a pair activity adapted for this video format. Imagine I am your partner and you will describe the person I mentioned. And remember, the goal is to practice your speaking skills, so try to say it loud. First one is try to imagine a famous person you know. For example, you imagine Jackie Chan. How would you describe him? Think about his physical appearance and perhaps any personality traits you know from his movies, and try to say 3 or 5 simple sentences that include his physical appearance and perhaps his personality traits. After you got your sentences, I will give you example like it might be he is short, he has black hair, he is funny, he is strong, or perhaps he has black eyes. Okay, and now let's try something more personal. Try to imagine your mother or your father. Just pick one. How would you describe him or her? Think about their height, hair color, maybe they wear glasses, or their most prominent personality trait like being kind or smart, and try to say 3 or 5 sentences now. Don't hesitate. Just try. Excellent! Today we have learned how to describe people orally. We have reviewed important vocabulary like tall, short, curly hair, kind, smart, and many more. And we have also practiced using sentence patterns like she is and he has to create clear description. And to continue practicing your skills, there's a small homework assignment. I want you to write 4 or 5 sentences describing another family or member of yours. For example, your older brother, your sister, grandfather, or grandmother. Focus on using the correct adjectives and proper sentence structure. After you write it, try to read the description aloud. This will also help you practice your speaking skills. Remember, the key to mastering English is practice. Keep practicing describing the people around you, and thank you very much for your attention and participation today. See you in the next video lesson. Bye.